Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for coming to day 2 of 3 Days to Great Skin. It's on a Monday in the middle of the day. I am assuming for most of you it's right smack dab in the middle of your workday, and that is okay. It is also right smack dab in the middle of my workday, so that is okay. So if you are catching this on the replay, thank you for taking the time to come and spend it with us. Yesterday, we talked kind of a lot about what is great skin? Why do I think I don't already have it? Why do I think I can't have it? Etc. So because we got through all of that, if we didn't watch yesterday, I beg you go back and watch yesterday because it makes more sense when we're talking today about the things we're talking about today. So I'm not going to go back and cover all of those things because now as a group, we already believe it is possible. It is attainable, and that all we need are systems that are customizable to each of us, but the system is the same. So yesterday we talked about our first pillar, our first one of 3 things we need is some type of skin care. So what that looks like for every person is different. We did the rundown of what the options can include, and then which ones are right for you determines your goals, is determined by your goals, your current skin situations, all of that. If you need a personalized beauty consult, you can just message me below. We will do that together, not on this live call, but it is available to you if you want it. So today we're going to talk about pillar number 2 or item number 2, that what makes great skin. Today's more fun and today's shorter and much more lighthearted. Today we're going to talk about, other than skincare, like that we've got covered, we're gonna talk about all the other things we put on our face. So if you don't wear makeup, that is okay. That is already one thing you don't even have to worry about, and that is fantastic. If you do wear makeup, even if it's for special occasions, only when I'm going on dates, only to work, whatever, let's talk about now the things that we're putting on our face. That can include your BB creams, your CC creams, your full face of makeup, just a couple of makeup items, those things. So remember yesterday when I told you that my mama said you can't paint a turd, right? If we're putting makeup on a foundation that isn't healthy, that isn't doing what it needs to do, the makeup is only going to cover that up on the surface. It's not going to solve the problem and get us great skin. But great skin is the foundation to now paint the house. I hope that makes sense. Makeup is like the icing on the cake. We have a beautiful foundation, and now we're just enhancing the features we want to enhance and minimizing the features that we want to minimize. And that is different on every person's face too. So when we're choosing, I'm just going to keep saying makeup, even if it's some version of that, tinted moisturizer, whatever thing you use. I'm just using makeup as a blanket term. When you choose makeup, we want to choose makeup that has quality ingredients. Does that mean every brand name is the name and that non-brand name ain't it? No, it does not have to do with price point. It does not have to do with like, oh, but Rihanna uses this brand, or Madonna uses this brand, whoever. It's not about what does the celebrity use or what's the hottest selling brand right now. It's what's right for your skin always and what supports your skincare goals. So generally when we're talking about items like that we want to avoid, it's anything with like fillers, excessive fillers. That's like talc and other kinds of items that aren't generally necessary in there. They are filling the product to give you more volume without giving you more active pigment, without giving you whatever, right? So any kind of excessive fillers, and by fillers, I mean fillers that are not ideal for our skin, okay? So any excessive fillers, any questionable, and by questionable, I mean often, so I don't know if you know this, but the US, is where I live, allows a lot more questionable ingredients into the products that we deliver to Americans. Other countries have banned a lot of those chemicals, a lot of those ingredients, and a lot of those processes that we have not adopted that safety measure yet, or whatever you want to call that standard. I'll call it a standard. We as Americans have not adopted that standard yet. So you want to still look for things that are not in that banned list, like things that are not, that are probably potentially carcinogenic, that have proven otherwise to be not great for our skin or just unnecessary. And so look for things that are not. You can Google the list of things that other countries don't allow in makeup, all of that, whatever you want to do in your own time. ChatGPT can tell you all these things, whatever. Pardon. So any excessive fillers, any questionable ingredients that like maybe we don't need and we don't like. And then once we find the makeup that is right for us, right? Now we want also non-comedogenic, things like that, right? And a lot of brands will like tell you that right up front. Non-comedogenic, European standards, skincare infused, whatever it is, all of those vegan, cruelty-free, like whatever those things that are important to you and important to your skin. Usually they say it on the box, but otherwise you might have to look for the ingredients if you're looking for a specific ingredient that you don't want. So now that we've found our makeup type, brand, whatever item, now we want to talk about how we put it on our face. So just like painting a turd, once we have fixed the turd, why would I put turds on it, right? So that is what we're avoiding. We are avoiding getting beautiful skin and then, you know, beautifying our skin all the time, and then we put makeup on it, just getting it back down. So we want to maintain the health of our skin and maintain our goal. So by putting quality makeup and I don't want to say healthy. Healthy is not the word. Quality makeup, quality whatever it is that we're putting on our face, quality ingredients, quality manufacturing, all of that stuff. Safe, that's the word I'm looking for, safety. So we wouldn't make everything beautiful and then rub doo-doo all over it. We got it. Also, the techniques, the colors, the trends of how we put our makeup on now, generally as an adult, may be different than what it was when I was a teenager and I was learning to apply makeup. That is not against anybody that's like, I've been wearing the same shade of lipstick for 25 years and you can't get me to change. If you love it, I love it. But I'm talking about techniques and colors. Colors meaning, do you remember when like that light frosty pink was the rage and every human had it that wore makeup? And if you didn't have it, you wasn't it. I don't see a lot of that anymore. So just like our clothing, right, and our hairstyle, it could be dating us, as in aging us, in the colors and techniques and trends that we're using when we apply our makeup. Water break. So, and by trends, I mean a lot of us when we were younger, maybe did like the black eyeliner top and bottom, right? And that was beautiful on our face. It was very dramatic on our face. But now, perhaps as we are getting more mature, maybe we have hooded eyes. Maybe we have different things. And now that's making our eyes look smaller. And that's not benefiting our look or our features, right? So we're gonna think about trends. We're gonna think about also makeup placement on our face. For example, I wouldn't call this a trend, but just like placement. When we are, and again, this depends on face shape, but also our age. When we are younger, often we focus our blush like here on the like tippy front, the front of our face and on the apples of our cheek. This is actually going to make your face appear like rounder, like thicker, bigger, if you will. Whereas if you apply outside of the eye, up at an angle, that's actually going to slim your face and lift your face. So if you are a gaunt, a very slim or overly thin faced person and you want to add some like depth and some structure, put it on the front. That's going to round out your face. If you feel like you already have a round face, doing this isn't helping us. We want to lift and sculpt with our makeup. Makeup gives us the illusion that we want to accentuate the things we want to accentuate and then minimize the things that we want to minimize, right? So again, we can lift and sculpt our features in the placement of our makeup. With that said, where do we as adults learn what the to-do and what the not to-dos are? From watching people like yours truly. I help put out little makeup tutorials that talk about that, and I will do like one side with it on the front, one side on the other, and I will look and you'll see like a difference in the face. So if you're looking online for inspiration, it's not that we cannot watch these like younger little skinfluencers, a little, I say little as in like endearing. Oh, that's old too, right? This is now my younger skinfluencers and my younger makeup artists who are in their teens, early 20s. They are also doing techniques that are built for a face that doesn't even have a line or a wrinkle on it. She probably doesn't have hooded eyes like I do. She probably has never had a wild perimenopause hormone that's hot flashing during her application and melting it off of her skin. And these are not her faults. These are just the differences in the face that she's putting makeup on and the difference of the face that I am putting makeup on. So I try to find age-appropriate people to get makeup tips from, if that helps. I hope that helps. Also, the celebrity makeup artists or these professional makeup artists that are doing a full glam look on somebody, and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous. I like to watch that just because I think it's cool, and it's like, ooh, those colors do look good together. But am I gonna do my makeup like that every day? No. Am I gonna do my makeup like that on a special occasion? Also probably no, because I know I'm lazy and I know my limitations. And I know that my preference is natural looking beauty. I do love a bold lip. Other than that, like, I don't look like I have a lot of makeup on because I don't have a lot of makeup on. So, one, when the foundation shines through, I feel like you need less to accentuate lovely things. But also, I'm just not a full glam wearer. It's just not what I do. If that is what you do, that is who you should watch. That is who you should follow, and you should learn the tips and techniques and all the things to get like the most glamorous, smoky, chiseled eyeball you've ever seen in the planet, and false lashes and all the things, and do it, and I love it for you. If that is not who you are, then don't be trying to take their tips and put them into your life, because also I think you will feel like mine never looks like theirs. Oh, I'm not a professional makeup artist, so I could not do what they do. Oh, it looks great when they do it. Like if you've gone and had your makeup done, oh, it looks great when they do it, but I don't want to spend an hour every day on my makeup. These are all valid because we aren't a professional. We aren't doing what they're doing every day for a living. So again, embrace the thing that you want to embrace. Follow a natural glam or a natural beauty person that does that, or just someone age appropriate that's looking at the techniques and the application that's right for your age and your skin. Okay. What else? I've got something. Oh, skin prep. Skin prep. So even though we've already done our skincare in the morning, when we apply makeup, this is the next tip, by the way. When we apply makeup, we want to prep the surface of the skin. Like if it was hours ago, what if I did my skincare this morning and now it's 4 p.m. and I'm gonna wear makeup to dinner? I made it to check my skin preparation. If I'm putting it on right away in the morning after I've done my skincare, I'm probably basically ready to go into application. Maybe if your face requires it, add a specific like makeup primer. Depending on your skin, it can be a matte primer, mattifying. If you are oily, it can be an illuminating primer. If you have menopausal, perimenopausal, we lose our glow as we age. It's just something that happens. So if you have an illuminating serum or an illuminating primer or an illuminating foundation, those things are often great for mature skin. I like to say as we grow up instead of saying as we get old. As we get older, as we grow up, our skin loses its dewy, glowy look. 'Tis what it is. But we can recreate that with makeup and good skincare. So, skin prep. So if it's been hours or, an extended period of time since we've done our skincare, we may recheck our skin prep. Maybe it needs another little mist of hydration. Maybe it needs that makeup primer, that specific product makeup primer. Maybe it needs another little bit of moisturizer. Like maybe we just got dehydrated in the day. We want to lock in some moisture. So whatever the skin prep is for your makeup, check that right before you apply. How does my skin look? How does my skin feel? Is it ready to receive new product? Let's just think about skin prep. Also, don't be afraid to go without makeup. How about that? Once we believe we have great skin, it's much easier to go without makeup because we feel like we look good anyway. Maybe you just, a little chapstick and you're out the door because you're like, you know what? I feel like we look okay. I feel like we look okay. I talk to you guys a lot. If you know, I work inside of a salon. A couple of days currently I still do nails, and then a couple of days I do the aesthetics. So on the days that I do nails, I 99% of the time wear makeup because I'm out, I'm facing a client, I'm doing their nails, and they're looking right at my face while we're talking, and they can see me and I can see them. When I'm doing aesthetics, often on those days I don't wear makeup. I just do my full skincare and run out the door because their eyes are closed. I'm in a dim room. They're not looking at me. I can see them, but they don't see me. Their eyes are closed. They're asleep. They're doing whatever it is they're doing. They're relaxing. And you know what? I feel like it gives my skin a break and my time a break and my makeup a break, meaning like my makeup will last longer because I'm only wearing it half the days. My skincare, I do use very good makeup, I will say. If you want to know what it is, yes, we can talk about that too. If you would like a beauty consult for makeup specifically, what colors are right for me, what shades are right for me, like am I using the things that are age appropriate? Yes, we can do that too. Just comment and we'll talk about, tell me you want a makeup consultation and we can talk about that too. But back to this. My makeup lasts longer, my skincare is on point. I feel good. I also feel like I'm getting like a break from not having to take the time to do my makeup in the morning. So I'm like 5 more minutes faster in my get ready routine, all the things. So everything gets a break. Another important thing to look at on your makeup and your skincare, but since we're using our skincare every day, we won't have this problem, but makeup expiry dates. Makeup does expire. If you look at your makeup and you're like, oh my God, it expires January, and it's like January 3rd, does that mean like, oh, I will explode if I use it? No, one thing you can do, smell it. Does it smell stale? Does it smell off? Does it smell something? It's probably okay for a little bit longer. But if you look at it and it expired 3 years ago, no, baby. No, baby. Buy another lip gloss, okay? 1, you deserve it. 2, every time, and this also goes into sharing makeup, don't share makeup. I said it. Because, especially things where the item touches you and then goes back into the pot, everything that was on me, and bacteria lives on everything. Even if you've just come out of the shower, like skin naturally has bacteria, our mouth naturally has bacteria, good and bad. But I've taken that bacteria and now I've put it into all of this product. And then every day I'm doing that. So this is going to become contaminated. It just is what it is. Don't get scared. Unless you're using it 5 years past the expiry date. That's way too much time for all of that like goodness to fester and do whatever it's going to do. Also, the product itself breaks down. So it may not be as stable as it once was. It may be separated, it may be grainy, it may be something weird and gross. It may also, like the emollients, the oils, whatever, could become rancid. This is just what happens when products expire. So just keep an eye on expiry dates for products. Give them the smell test if you're like not sure. If you don't know when the expiry date was and you've had it for as long as you can remember, it's time. It's time. Baby, let it go. Okay, other things that maybe, what else? So don't share makeup again. Anything that touches the person and then goes back into the pot, like mascara. It's your eyeball. It's your eyeball. Be careful. Eyes are so important to us. Like eye infections, eye styes, eye pink eye, all of the eyeball things. and germs and bacteria and whatever are going in and out of the container. Don't share eyeliner. Don't share, I mean, unless you have a pencil sharpener and you can sharpen your used part off, the next person can use it and then sharpen their used part off. Now the part that was used is not touching multiple people. Does that make sense? So that's also why I am specifically talking about things that get used and go back into a container, or they get used directly from the container, like a tube of lipstick, or like an eyeshadow. If you're touching the eyeshadow, touching your face, touching the eyeshadow, touching your face, that's a multiple, like touch the person, touch the product. If it's something, if you're a makeup artist, or if you go to a makeup artist and they are scraping out a little bit of powder and then using the powder off of a palette, beautiful, that makeup didn't get contaminated, but that's also why they do that. So even though you are the only person using your products, they can eventually become contaminated just from us, from the planet, from being alive, and putting those things back into the product. But that also does cause the product to break down faster. So no sharing products, makeup products that touch people. Expiry dates, going without, skin prep techniques. What else? What else? Oh, baby, wash your makeup brushes. Okay? I don't care who's watching, I'm talking to you. Wash your makeup brushes. I wash mine almost basically weekly. And I, of the 7 days of the week, probably wear makeup 4, sometimes 5, 4. I would say on average 4 days a week. So that's every 4 times I've used it, I'm washing it. 1, because I use makeup brushes on camera, I do want people to see that I'm using clean brushes, so that I'm doing what I'm preaching, doing what I'm preaching, doing what I do, don't say what I do, whatever, right? So I am using clean brushes, and I show them the difference, like, hey, this was before, this is after, clean your brushes, for also several reasons. 1, the products are going to lay nicer on your skin, just plain and simple. Like, they will look better when applied with clean brushes. And by clean, yes, at the end of the week, are mine still like totally serviceable? Yes, they are. That is okay. But I'm still, the application is going to lay smoother. It's going to lay nicer. The products are going to do what they're supposed to do better and easier, because the tool I'm applying it with is doing what it's supposed to do properly. So keep them clean. It will lay better. Your brushes, touch your face, touch product, touch your face, touch product. The bacteria from my face is getting on the brush. They get gunky, they get gummy, they get gross. And then I'm just rubbing that around on my face. If you're starting to get breakouts in the area, like you do blush, and then you look at your blush brush and you're like, I could probably put blush on without even touching it to the container. Like, there's so much blush in here. It's time. Wash the brush. You're not wasting your product. That's already wasted. It's in there. It's done. It's gone. Wash your brushes. Also, it's going to keep your makeup pots cleaner, right? Because I'm not recontaminating with as much contamination every time I retouch. So my products will last longer. My skin doesn't. So I use my brush, I put it down. I use my brush, I put it down. Every day that bacteria is just sitting there, like growing and festering all night long and doing whatever it's doing. And then tomorrow I put it back on my face. So now, instead of my face introducing bacteria to my pot of products, my brush is putting bacteria onto my face. So especially if you are acne prone, or if you, like I said, just wake up one day and you're like, my makeup is just like not going on really great. 1, how's my skincare been? 2, what do my brushes look like right now? So keep your brushes clean. It's going to keep your face cleaner, your products cleaner, your products will last longer, your makeup will apply smoother and easier and look better, all the things. Wash your brushes. What do I wash my brushes with? I like to wash them with like a bar soap, but not body soap. Okay. Body soap is usually designed with, we talked about it yesterday, items to cut grease, but they usually have some sort of moisturizer in it too. And that's great for my skin, but my bristles don't need that. That moisture is now like attracting like makeup to it, and they're gonna get gummier and gunkier faster. So you can use a bar soap that is designed for like makeup brushes, like a brush cleaning soap. Dish soap. I hear dish soap a lot because that cuts grease, right? Like Dawn You saw the commercials with the baby birds and they're all covered in tar and Dawn gets the grease out. It does, but it's very stripping, right? That's made for dishes. Dishes don't need to have a film of moisturizer on them. They don't need to have any of that. So it's cutting the grease, but it's probably drying your bristles out in, like, you wouldn't wash your hair with that kind of dish soap and then just leave it without putting conditioner on it. And that's what's happening to your bristles. So it'll cut the grease, oh, for sure. But it may dry your bristles out prematurely. Then you're going to have bristle fallout, bristle breakage. You're maintaining your investment and ruining your investment at the same time. I'd rather just see you maintaining your investment. Also, that's a good key. Washing your brushes maintains your investment. Your brushes will last you much longer. And a lot of brushes are not cheap. Inexpensive, I mean. So it depends. Depends. Do I have to have like a brand name brush? I don't think so. I want something that's a good enough quality that's going to do what I need it to do. But it doesn't have to have a brand name on it to be good. If you want brush recommendations, of course I can give them to you, but maintain your investment. I use, believe it or not, mine is, I do actually have two. I have one that is designed for makeup brushes and I love it. It has a little like scrubby pad and it helps me get all the gunk out of them. But then I also, don't judge me, I use a laundry product, a laundry bar soap. It's called Felsnaptha, Fels-Naptha. That is also a grease cutter, but I feel like it doesn't dry my brushes out quite as much because it is designed a little differently. It is a detergent, not a soap. Two different things, Google them. Anyway, so yeah, I use one of those two items. I love my brush, my actual brush cleaning soap. And Fels-Naptha is so inexpensive. You find it on your laundry aisle in like the grocery store, because it is a laundry soap. I think you're supposed to like rub the bar on your stains. I also, fun fact about Laura, I also make my own laundry detergent, and that is part of my own laundry detergent. If you want to talk about that later, we can talk about that too. I'll give you the recipe if you want it. But, so clean your brushes, clean brushes on a clean face, better application, all of the things, right? Maintain my face investment and maintain my brush investment. So after that, so we've got cleaning my brushes, quality ingredients, techniques that are age and style appropriate for what I want to do, skin prep, go without makeup, expiry dates, don't share your makeup consultation if you want it. I am available. After that, it's all like tips and techniques. Tips and techniques. If you're using good stuff on your face and putting it in the right place, you're gonna look amazing. And you don't have to wear makeup to look amazing. Your great skin is going to shine through. I also feel like bad skin, and I'm using bad as relative, bad skin is also going to shine through makeup. Makeup does not cover up texture. Makeup does not cover up unhealthy skin, right? Like, there is a difference. Your great skin is in there. It's just waiting to be unleashed. Once we unleash it, let's make it shine. Let's make it beautiful. Let's accentuate the things we want to and recede the things that we don't want to show. We can talk about different tips and tricks for all of that, like contour placement, you know, minimizing jowls, minimizing many chins, you know, minimizing a large forehead, eyeshadow techniques for hooded eyes, nose contour if you've got a asymmetrical or, you know, wiggly nose. I don't know, like whatever this is. A not straight nose, and you prefer it to look straighter, we can do with contour. Also, though, by the way, if you have a really unique feature, it doesn't have to be like straightened or fixed or covered up. It's you, and it's beautiful. If you've got a mole bit, do the Cindy Crawford. Put a little eyeliner on it so it pops. Like, embrace the things that make you you. Accentuate the things you want to accentuate. There is nothing wrong with your features. Okay? I mean that. Look at every model. Every model has some kind of like striking feature, and they accentuate it instead of minimizing it. So think about that when you're applying makeup and being like, ugh, if only I could get rid of this thing. Somebody else is like, oh, that thing, I love that thing. So keep that in mind. All right, like I said, today's a short one. It's just been 30 minutes. If you have other makeup questions, still skincare questions always, ingredient questions that I can try to help you with, Google may be your best bet. Brands, things, all of those. Yes, I have the brands I love. Yes, I have the brands I recommend. But this course isn't about that. So if you want to talk about those, we'll talk about them separately. I am here to help you unleash your great skin. Today was day 2 of day 3 of 3 days to great skin. I will see you tomorrow for one last day of the 3 pillars, the 3 things you need to have great skin. Today was an easy, fun one. And if, like I said, if you don't wear makeup, like you're already doing number 2, baby. Okay, enjoy, be great. Text me your questions. Put replay if you're watching the replay. And I will see you tomorrow. Embrace your great skin.